times more likely to have an accident than other road users. As Phil Goff said, this is factually incorrect. Motorcyclists are 1.6 times more likely to have an accident than a cyclist, and at the most 3 times more likely than a car driver.
That's 1.6!
Motorcyclists are even costing ACC less. We all know, look around you, we all know the average age of riders is increasing. Consequently, the average age of motorcyclists having accidents is increasing. Therefore, the future cost of ACC supporting these individuals will be decreasing, as they will not have need financial support for as long as would younger riders. Another untruth, and this is a good one, and please bear with me, I know statistics are boring, but this is brilliant. Another untruth that ACC have been putting around is that motorcycle accidents, being higher than other road users, cost more. Now this is from ACC's own data set, which they've been very good in providing me with. In 2008, from the ACC payouts, and these are the costs per claim. Okay? These are the costs per claim paid out of the motor group levy. For a truck, the cost per claim for truck-related accidents, $17,800. For a passenger car per accident, $14,900. For a pedestrian, $13,700. For a cyclist, $12,600. For a motorcycle, $12,013. So motorcyclists are in fact on cost per claim the lowest out of the road vehicle levy. Average motorcycle claim payouts were 33% lower than truck-related accidents and 19% lower than cars, while cyclists and pedestrian claims against the levy were higher than ours. They don't pay a cent. Going to the proposed changes to ACC, as I said earlier, ACC are moving from this principle, basic principle of no-fault liability to differentiating the groups. In a recent study of all accidents involving motorcycles and other vehicles in Auckland and Canterbury, 66% were caused by the other vehicle, not the motorcyclist. This number is identical to international studies in the US and Europe. This translates to about 40% of all known motorcycle accidents. Therefore, other road users should be subsidising us using the ACC principle by at least 40%. A sensible way to raise ACC levies on any piece of machinery with an internal combustion engine, be it a chainsaw, motorcycle, is simply to load the cost on the fuel of the equipment. That way, every time it operates and represents a risk of accident or injury, you are directly contributing to the fund. The more you run it, the more you pay. This would also be more equitable for those owning multiple vehicles. For those who do own more than one vehicle or motorcycle and only operate one at a time, obviously, ACC driver's licence levy could also be a small contribution. Now, I don't believe Nick Smith when he talks about these reports he's got, because when he doesn't get a good one, he throws it away. In March 2008, PricewaterhouseCoopers presented probably the most detailed analysis that the ACC's undergone in its 40-year history. They produced a 470-page report. This identified ACC as one of the best schemes in the world in terms of low cost relative to high economic and social benefits. In this report, now this is really interesting, in this report, the first recommendation that ACC put forward, that PricewaterhouseCoopers put forward, it suggested to ACC you could improve by spending more money in prevention of accidents, which is supposedly ACC's first objective. The reality, though, The reality which every individual and not just motorcyclists must realise is that by targeting motorcyclists, the average person is unaware next year everyone is facing ACC tax increases. For someone on $40,000 a year, this will be around $400, and his car's going to cost him another $123. And there's likely to be 3 cents a litre on fuel. As motorcyclists, you have the option of not registering your bikes, but every household is facing mandatory ACC tax increases. The purpose of ACC being undermined and being converted into an insurance scheme obviously set up for privatisation. So what can we do? What can we do as motorcyclists? Well, one thing we could do is start a political party and compete in the 2011 general election. However, in the short term, I would urge you to make a submission to the Select Committee. Clause 24, Section 216 is the section we've got to aim at, because that's the one that's trying to convince them that you are a big risk. And basically, it's bullshit. The Select Committee submissions finish in 9 days' time, on the 26th of November. I'd strongly advise you to put in a word. Thank you.